I'm Parker Payne, and this is Brad Payne. He's a fireman at the Sweetwater Fire Department. And I'm going to ask him some questions about wildfires for a school project. What is the main cause of wildfires?
Well, there's actually a lot of different causes, especially around here. Depending on the weather, it could be anything from someone throwing a cigarette out of a window. There's a lot of people that do controlled burns on their properties. Sometimes those controlled burns actually become uncontrolled burns. There's always the chance of lightning strikes whenever there's a storm coming in, but there's not any rain. Lightning strikes can cause quite a few of them, especially if the conditions are right. There's been instances where we've had 6 or 7 fires start up within 30 minutes from lightning strikes. But yeah, most I think of the wildfires are generally human caused. Either accidental or sometimes even on purpose. We hate to see those, but there are some people that do start them on purpose.
Where is a wildfire most likely going to occur?
Well, generally, if you get wildfire or any fire, has to have several different parts of it in order for it to ignite and to burn uncontrollably, and that has to do with the weather, the condition of the fuel, which in a wildfire is generally it's all brush and grass and things like that. If there hasn't been rain for a while and the moisture level within the fuel is low, then you always have a higher opportunity for wildfires to occur. And around here, especially with the wind, that really is a factor around here. So if you have a dry climate, especially if there hasn't been any rain, the fuel's dry, a lot of wind, if it's hot, then you've got a recipe for some pretty good wildfires.
What time of year would a wildfire be a threat?
Well, any time of year if the conditions are right. Most of the time around here, during the summer, and also during the winter. During the summer, after the spring rains and all the fuel grows, and then during the summer it tends to dry out, and then with the heat and the wind and all that, then you're going to have more likely of wildfires. And also in the winter too. Whenever if there's been a dry spell, we also have a winter fire season too.
What damages do wildfires cause?
Most wildfires, being that they're wildfires, are out in the rural areas. So most of the damage is going to be to pasture land, grazing land. Sometimes crops get damaged. They burn a lot of people's fences, but there is also opportunity for structures to get involved. Because there are houses and barns and buildings and stuff out there, and those have a good chance of getting burned. A lot of times if there's a larger fire, sometimes there's structures that are lost as well. Last year was a real bad fire season for us, and there was several structures that were involved because of a wildfire.
And finally, what is the aftermath of a wildfire?
Well, anytime you have damage, there's always, somebody's got to rebuild. You got to pay for the damage, the fences, the buildings. Sometimes the damage is livestock and their feed, so there's those costs that are always put in to the recipe of aftermath. And anytime that there's damage to people's stuff, there's always that feeling of loss. People don't like to get their stuff damaged, and then people have to deal with that as well. And hopefully you don't have to deal with loss of life, but every once in a while there's always that opportunity, that chance as well.
And that's it.